Every game day, we see, hear, and feel the support that cities and fans give their NFL teams. But the great Walter Payton always knew it was fundamental to that relationship for players to give back to communities.
I think for me, honestly, one of the greatest parts of playing in the league is having the opportunity to make a difference in the community. As cool as it is every Sunday for people to come and cheer us on, it means the world more to me to go back and pay that back and to find a way to get in communities and not only inspire kids, but inspire parents that, you know what, you're not just an athlete in their city who's there to play ball, but you're there to make a difference. And that to me is the biggest thing.
Andrew is just always there, and I've seen it since he's come to Los Angeles. He's just really been involved with the community, and I think that tells you everything you need to know about him.
I've always said if I wasn't playing football and I hadn't had the opportunity to play in the NFL, probably teaching or coaching is something I've always had a passion for. And so for me to get the opportunity to do what I do on a daily basis and play in the NFL, you win some, you lose some, but you go out every single week and with that same resolve, that same passion to win. And that's the same resolve and passion I want you children to have about school and education. But I can't just stand up here and tell you, hey, go out and do your best without having the opportunity to provide some resources for you. And that's what this STEAM Lab is. And the opportunity that you'll have more opportunity, more chance to pursue whatever it is that's your dream. Never let anyone tell you you can't. Because I came from North Louisiana in a real small town doing something I never dreamed I'd get to just because I believed that I had the opportunity to do it. And that's what I want you guys to believe you have the opportunity to do.
The other thing I would just add is I watch Andrew and how he's an inspiration and a leader and setting the example for the younger players.
Well, I think as a captain of a team, there's a lot of responsibilities, but when it comes to community involvement, I think that you have to be willing to set the tone in the sense that you have to be willing to be someone that's showing them what's important. My wife and I decided that it'd be cool to bless some kids in a community in LA with some bikes for Christmas. So we're about to surprise Grape Street Elementary, 600-something kids with bikes for Christmas, and I couldn't be more excited, more nervous. I think it's hard sometimes, especially for young players, you know, to remember, I think sometimes to go in the community and see where they've come from or see what they were at one time. I think it gives you a perspective of, man, how special what I get to do every single week is, and how much I should really apply myself to it, because honestly, it's such a blessing to be sitting where I am.
One of the great things we want to tell you about is that the Los Angeles Rams are going to be making a $50,000 donation to help out Heart of LA and the program that you guys are in.
Awesome.
How cool is that? And these are the Heart of LA football cleats. So on these cleats, you'll see the city and you'll see the heart to symbolize the heart of LA. Today, Home Walk at Home has brought together thousands of Angelinos throughout LA County, showing that together we can help our homeless neighbors. Thank you for joining the Los Angeles Rams and the United Way of Greater Los Angeles, raising funds and awareness to end homelessness in Los Angeles.
It takes all of us!
We're going to make a $50,000 donation for our group.
Oh my God! Wow!
A $20,000 donation to...
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, Andrew, for being the angel that gets to deliver that message to us.
Thank you. That's huge news. I really appreciate that, Andrew.
It really inspires residents throughout the country to really see him as the embodiment of helping families, but also helping the community. And I think that's what Andrew stands for.
I just can't thank you enough. You've embraced our town, and we as fans are embracing you. And it's because of what you've done, your donations, the bicycles, all of that. It's so wonderful.
You know, and just Andrew, just to tie that in, and you're definitely one of those guys that I always feel makes me proud that I'm a Rams fan. And because it's bigger than football. Football's just a stage to express who you are as a human being, and you do that in marvelous style. Thank you very much.
I appreciate that, Robert. You know what? I think you're right. I mean, to me, that's what will withstand the test of time.
He really wants that legacy of leadership and giving to live on in the entire team. And he's not scared to share the limelight in doing that. He really sees it as his job to bring the other players along.
You donated a game check to the families of the victims of the borderline shooting, who you also met with on the field. What did you hope to do or be for them in that moment?
People always look for the perfect thing to do. And I think that the reality is you just got to do something. And if that's putting your arm around people, if that's just standing beside them and saying, you know, well, I'm in your corner and I'm here to support you. And so Jared Goff and I got the opportunity after the game. They kind of just said, look, nobody has to go, but if there's any players that want to go out there and just kind of try to share and love on these people that are here, you can go. And Jared and I chose to go, and man, both of us, just what an experience.
Andrew's been a great role model. He's meant a whole lot to me through my career and a whole lot to our whole team, mainly in his charitable work. Just seeing what he's done in the community, it's awesome to see, and something that I definitely like to follow in.
We will team up with the LA Rams to help people struggling with the impact of the coronavirus emergency. We're going to host a virtual telethon. Rams captains Jared Goff, Andrew Whitworth have already donated a combined $500,000 to finance 2 million meals.
Join us in helping our neighbors in need. Every dollar could help, so please give if you can.
I think those kind of moments just make you realize how special life is and what's really important off the football field. You know, is that football is really cool. There's a lot of things you can get to do on it, but at the end of the day, it compares nothing to impacting someone's life. And, you know, I think having that chance to impact somebody's life is really something that's touched me.